The darkness of the movie theater was suffocating that night, a thick shroud enveloping every corner. The film flickered and danced across the screen, casting eerie shadows that seemed to lurk and move on their own. Amidst this eerie ambiance, I sat, eyes fixed on the silver screen, trying to lose myself in the story. But something was off. In the corner of my eye, I sensed a presence. A figure, indistinct and murky, seated rows ahead. At first, it was innocuous, a random moviegoer, but with each passing moment, the unease swelled. The figure, a man, began to move, a slow, deliberate shuffle that brought him closer, step by unsettling step, each movement obscured by the dimness. As the scenes played on, I couldn't shake the feeling of his proximity, a disconcerting sense that he wasn't there for the movie. And then, in a horrifying instant, the theater lights flickered, briefly illuminating his face, a face that was not attached to a body, a severed head hauntingly floating in the eerie glow. Shaken to my core, I rushed home, fear and confusion swirling in my thoughts. The haunting sight refused to fade, compelling me to search for missing people in the city. As I scrolled through those reports, a shiver ran down my spine. There it was, a missing boys case that eerily mirrored the encounter from the theater. A chill swept over me as I connected the dots. The face I saw in that theater belonged to the missing boy. The realization hit hard, freezing me in horror. The idea that I had come face to face with a decapitated head, a lifeless soul, in that unsettling theater, sent shudders down my spine. The memory wouldn't leave me, leaving me with a sense of unease, an unwavering certainty that I had witnessed the aftermath of a tragedy, a sight no one should ever witness. And since then, the echoes of that gruesome encounter lingered, casting a chilling shadow over my thoughts and moments, a stark reminder of the inexplicable terror lurking in the ordinary folds of everyday life. Me and my girlfriend dared to enter this old, falling-apart house. We wanted some excitement, but the place felt spooky, with cobwebs and all. My crush laughed, trying to make it less scary. But as the sun went down, things got creepier. Then we heard a noise upstairs. A sudden noise jolted us from our curious exploration. In an attempt to sound brave, I shouted up, challenging any ghosts to show themselves. But the eerie silence that followed shattered the bravado. Then, out of the shadows, a figure appeared at the top of the staircase. My heart skipped a beat, and my crush's laughter turned to hushed whispers. Fear gripped us as the figure started slowly making its way down, each step echoing through the desolate house. Panic surged through me like an electric shock, and my breaths came in quick, shallow gasps. The dim light cast an eerie pallor on the figure, making it seem like something out of a nightmare. We exchanged terrified glances, frozen in a moment of spine-chilling dread, our racing hearts a testament to the terror that gripped us. Without a second thought, we bolted for the exit, our footsteps echoing through the creaking halls, every step fueled by sheer terror. The adrenaline-fueled escape propelled us forward, our minds racing with the lingering image of that haunting figure descending the stairs, an image etched into our memories like a terrifying nightmare. Finally, bursting through the front door into the moonlit night, we stumbled out, gasping for air, our chests heaving with the exertion of our frantic escape. The fear lingered, clinging to us like a chilling reminder of the unseen horrors that lurk in the darkest corners. We tried to laugh it off, but we knew it was serious. That house became a scary memory. This happened 4 years back, but I can't forget it. It was Christmas night, and we were driving home from a fancy dinner. I wasn't sleepy like the others, so the ride felt super long. My sister kept complaining about not getting a gift from her friend. After a while, Dad stopped at a gas station for cigarettes. Mom, my brother, and sister went to use the restroom. I stayed in the car since I didn't need to go. I played games on my phone and noticed they were taking a while. When I looked out the window, I saw a man staring at our car. He had a blank face and it gave me chills. It was dark, so I couldn't see him well. He was about 5'9" and looked older. When he saw me notice him, he started walking towards us and I got really scared. Luckily, Dad came back with everyone and we left. But things got scarier that night. I was watching YouTube while everyone slept. There was a storm outside and I like storms, so I felt cozy. Suddenly, something hit my window and I thought it was a bird. When I looked, I saw the same man by our cars, staring up at my room. I got terrified and screamed. Dad rushed in and asked why I was screaming. I told him about the man, and he called the police. They found the man in our shed and arrested him. The next day, we found our back door handle damaged. It made me feel weird, thinking that he might have tried to get inside to hurt us. After that night, things felt different. The police took the man away, but the unease lingered. The damaged back door handle was a constant reminder of how close he might have been to getting inside. Days turned into weeks, and life tried to return to normal. But there was a heaviness in the air, a feeling that something wasn't quite right. I couldn't shake off the dread, the unsettling thought that maybe he wasn't alone, that there might be others out there like him. Nights became restless. Every sound felt amplified. Each creak in the house or rustle of the wind outside seemed like a harbinger of impending danger. Sleep became elusive, and the sanctuary of my room turned into a prison of fear. Then, one fateful night, during another storm, the power flickered and died. The darkness enveloped the house, plunging it into an inky blackness that felt suffocating. And in that eerie silence, I heard it. A faint scratching at the back door. My heart thundered in my chest as I crept downstairs, my breath shallow and labored. The scratching grew louder, more insistent, like claws scraping against wood. Trembling, I reached for the door, hesitating for a moment that felt like an eternity. When I finally mustered the courage to open it, a gust of wind slammed it shut behind me. The darkness outside was impenetrable, but amidst the howling wind, I heard a chilling whisper, a voice that sent a chill down my spine, a voice that whispered my name. Panic seized me, and I fumbled for the door handle, desperate to retreat to the safety of the house. But as I struggled, the scratching sound returned, this time from inside the house. The terror was paralyzing as I realized the dreadful truth. I wasn't alone. In that pitch-black darkness, surrounded by ominous whispers and menacing scratches, I screamed for help. Help! 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 But my voice drowned in the storm's fury. The last thing I remember before everything faded into blackness was the sensation of cold, bony fingers closing around my wrist, dragging me into the unknown. And since that chilling night, I was never seen or heard from again, leaving behind a house that harbored secrets, an unsolved mystery that whispered of sinister forces lurking in the shadows.